This is TBA by Gemma, a podcast about entertainment issues brought to you by DarkSpaces.com.
I watched the first episode of Invincible and the first episode of Jupiter's Legacy, and I didn't care to watch another show about a teenage Superman and whether or not he can live up to his father's legacy. Like, there's two shows that's so similar. And
well, Invincible is totally different there. You saw the first episode of Invincible?
Yeah, it was. I know they go in different places. I know, I've read the plot outlines. I know they go in different places. I just don't care about teenage boys.
And yeah, well, Invincible I think is fun, but it's not like, I think it's fun and has fun full like super, like if you like superhero stuff. I have a problem with Jupiter's Legacy. I have a bigger problem with. We can talk about it next time with him, but like,
we'll get into it.
It's super goofy. Like Jupiter's Legacy, just for your sake, they don't get much into it in the first episode, but the cool part becomes when they flash back to the 20s. When they get their power, like when they show like the little cool like King Kong Indian Adventure, how they get their power. That part's fun. I think like that. I would have watched that show just in the 20s.
It's like you said earlier, where you're like, I'm just tired of all this gritty, dark spin on this thing. And
well,
it didn't help. I watched all of the second season of the name's escaping me. Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
I watched all the second season of that last week, and it's just such a joyful show.
I need to watch that. I still haven't watched it yet. Maybe I'll watch that for next time.
It's not just that it's about women, but that is a factor for me when I'm watching these things. So many of these comic book things are so centered around men, and there's maybe a woman playing a mother or a love interest, and it's just, God, come on, I'm not interested.
Daddy issues. Must like.
But like Harley, I don't think it's just that it is about a couple of really strong women, but it's also, it's joyful. There's plot movement. There's interesting stuff going on. There's character development. Like it's
actually like that Birds of Prey movie. I don't think we ever talked about that. I thought that movie was fun. I didn't think it was that bad. The Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah. I watched the beginning of that and I didn't get into it.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I'm somebody who likes superhero stuff, but I don't, like, I thought it was, it's way better than any of Zack Snyder DC stuff. Like, it's actually fun.
I'm ready for something different with superheroes. And felt like Harley did that. I felt like Jupiter's Legacy, and it's just retreading old territory. I thought it was
Jupiter's Legacy is stupid to me. Like, they show all the modern stuff is, Sean liked a little more. I think we'll get into it, but like,
just the wigs alone, I couldn't handle, but.
It's just, but yeah, the modern stuff is like bad production too. Like the costumes are like everything looks dumb. Yeah. And I looked and I was like, people love this comic. Like it's a big deal. Yeah. And then I looked it up and the comic looks really nice because it's like a it's like a weird 50s, 60s Art Deco sort of style.
Also, how many times do we need to watch a dark, gritty take on Superman and the Justice League? Because.
Well, that's not even the problem with it. It's like, one, it's just like a bad soap opera. Like the future stuff is why it's
not just Jupiter's Legacy, but yeah, a lot of these shows are taking that, like, let's just do a gritty spin on the Justice League. And it's like, can do something else now, okay?
Yeah, to me, the best, we've named it in here, but we'll have to get into it next time too. With Sean, the best superhero show on TV is that Superman Lois show. It's doing everything for me, and Sean likes it too, that like what I want, which is like just a classic.
Well, maybe I'll need to watch that instead.
It's a classic. It's like doing something that I never even realized that, like, which is Superman. It's like as a parent, and like how do you deal with being? And also, one of the kids has like it's really like if you ever watch Friday Night Lights, that's what I keep describing people. It's Friday Night Lights. And if the dad wasn't a coach, he was Superman.
All right, well, maybe we'll get into that next time.
But you know why Friday Night Lights? Because people go, well, I don't like football. It's like, well, it show's really football's in it.
I've not watched it.
It's a great show. That's a great show. But it's like people don't watch it because I don't care about, especially like American football in high school. It's like, well, it's not really about. It's like a family show, and he happens to be a coach, and these kids are in high school. But
it's got Connie Britton in it, so
yeah, well, she's great in it, and Kyle Chandler's great in it. They're really great. But that's what this show is. And it's like Superman, there's like action stuff for like 3 minutes of every episode. Like they do a scene with him as Superman in every episode, but 40 other minutes, it's like, I mean, there's plot that involves, nefarious, but most of the issues he has is like, how do you raise kids? And then also them knowing like,
well, that's the way that Superman works, is by humanizing him, not by making him feel more like an alien. That's the point. And giving him kids and a wife is a humanizing factor.
Well, it's also, but it's a great I do that. Like, to me, also, I mean, I like Superman stories a lot. But I also relate as a parent, because you go, it's just as anybody, but this is it's really vulnerable as a parent, because it's like, if he was a parent, he'd really want to give a good example for his kids. He's like, well, look, I'm like trying to be a nice person and be the good guy or the good woman, right? Is always not that easy too, because the people you get, you know what I mean? Like that's and I watched they did like a little entertaining weekly thing with that whole cast, and they're talking about that, and that the guy who plays them, I don't know, is Tyler Hecklin, or he was saying that too. He's like, well, being a good person, it's hard. Like you don't have to be gritty and everybody's making like evil Superman. He's like, you don't have to make evil Superman to be interesting. Like you can show him lose his, like they did in his last episode, they show him kind of lose his temper because these people come in and shoot, like his army comes and shoots him. They shoot him with a kryptonite thing. He's like, stop. Just like, stop. But he doesn't, he uses restraint, and that's part of the lesson. He's like, every time I do this, like I have to build trust with people. Like it's like the arc of it is how to be responsible and not be. Jupiter's Legacy is bullshit. Like I think it's the whole thing in the show. They're like whether we should kill people or not. It's like they're super villains about this. Sean wants
I
to
know
talk
that was in the first episode, and he's just like, this guy just literally killed half a dozen of your friends, and he just punches him so hard in the face.
It's so like, dumb.
How dare you take a life?
I already have. I'm so tired. That's a trope, a pet peeve, and that's what I think Sean wanted to talk about related to these. And this will be a good tease for next time, real quick before we go.
Next time on TV 8 Manila.
It's like, dude, like, should stories still debate whether we should kill people? If I'm watching a zombie, that's why Walking Dead got dumb. And like after a while, Rick's like, maybe I shouldn't kill these people. It's like, if they're trying to kill y'all's group and they're other humans, you got to kill them. It's like, that's like how it goes in this thing. Like, I think most people have this, like, we have this, like, kind of like, yeah, I don't think we wouldn't blame you for killing a group of psychopaths. Just kill them. If you know what I mean? There's difference between cold-blooded.
Murder.
Yeah. Well, there's difference between like
next week to hear what Lynn thinks about murder.
Yeah. So that's what I'd say off Jupiter's Legacy, but we wanted to watch. Next time I think we'll talk about how some of these shows deal with that thing about it's goofy as hell in that one. It's like, yeah, he's about to bash your face, and it's like, you killed him though. It's like, what? He was about to explode. That show frustrates the hell out of me. I was very annoyed by that show. So, all
right. Well, I know what to look forward to then.
For next time.
So Sean's not coming back. We'll have to do the outro without him.
Well, he'll come back. Well, we'll probably splice these together, so it'll be fine. Because what we'll do is because the thing is, he's already popping in and out of this, and we'll just edit it and it'll just pop in. We actually might be able to make it seamless.
Hi, Sean.
So, hi. Check out TV at my dinner. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Oh, dear.
All righty. Well, you have a good day.
And you too. At least we got some stuff down.
Yeah, I guess we'll just do it next week.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He's just got to figure it out first, though.
Alrighty.
Cool. Have a good one. All right, bye.